Hello guys. Good morning everyone. This is Pete, your digital influencer, your motivational speaker, your life coach, and your financial educator. Welcome back to another episode of an education in which you can actually found in your school on or in our educational system because I am reading actually a lot of books for you guys. Thank you, Miss Grace Verano, for watching from Pampanga. And yeah, I'm hoping that you can sell, you know, SMTC properties. Okay? Welcome to my channel, welcome to my Facebook account. And as I have mentioned, as I have promised to you guys, I'll be teaching to you about mass communications as I have promised last night. And I finished mass communications way back in 2003 for 4 years, and then I am teaching it to you just in 20 minutes. And I hope you will learn something from it, okay? But before that, let me have a shout out to my best friend and my mentor, my professor, way back in college. He's actually a graduate of UP, University of the Philippines, Diliman. He is cum laude. He is a professor and he's actually a lawyer. Now he is working in the Supreme Court of the Philippines and as an executive assistant to a justice or a judge. So before I am having this script about mass communications, I actually asked him like what to say or what to teach about mass communications, and then okay, just do this, do that, then so be it. Thank you for watching, my number one fan in Cebu and my cousin, no other than Bing Bing Vilma Dunke. Anyway, today or tonight we will be discussing what is mass communication in a very short of time and the levels of communication. I'm pretty sure some of you knows it already, but some people as well do not know about it. So just be open-minded, and you have to just say thank you for sharing those information, those teachings or knowledge. Anyway, for those people who don't know me, I will tell you something about myself, okay? I had finished my elementary education in Burgos, in Surigao del Sur, in Mindanao. Then my high school diploma, I finished that one in Jacinto P. Elpa High School in Dandag City. Then my college degree, I was actually a scholar in Mindanao State University. And that time I took up Bachelor of Science in International Relations because I wanted to be a consul or charge the affairs or an ambassador. But unfortunately, I only studied there for 2 semesters or 1 year. Why? It's not that my grades are very low not to maintain my scholarship there, but unfortunately, I was bullied in MSU. Some Muslim people or Muslim brothers, they don't like my approach because when I was in college, I'm a little bit pabida, like, yeah, magaling ako, like, I really want to excel. So those people around me, my classmates in MSU, Mindanao State University, they don't like it. So they bullied me like almost every day. So I asked my mom like, I don't want to study anymore. So she asked me, okay, where do you want to study, in Cebu or in Manila? So since most of my siblings are actually, they graduated in Cebu, then I wanted to be different. Thus, I have finished my university degree in Manila, my mass communications degree. Okay? And then I have a question for you to answer or make some research. Thank you, Miss Nolan, for watching, my neighbor in Makati when I was staying there with Rose, Joseph, and I forgot that, Jeron. Okay, I have a question for you guys. What do you think is the company or the brand which manufactures or manufactured the first cellular phone, the first hand phone? What company which manufactured the first cellular or cell phone. Any idea what's the first company who manufactured a cellular phone? Like today, the very famous are Samsung and iPhone or Apple, right? Any idea? Okay, guys, the first company which manufactured cell phone or hand phone is Motorola. Okay, Motorola. They have had that one in April 3, 1973. Okay? Yeah, correct answer, Motorola. Diamond Castillo, thank you for that. Okay, now I'll be starting to discuss with you our class. I am your Professor Pete today, and I'll be discussing the 5 levels of communication. Okay? And later on, I'll be discussing about what mass communications is. Okay, first, I have to define what is communication. Okay, it's very common, but you know, for those people like, they don't know. So this is for you guys, okay? Thank you, Mark Gutierrez, for watching. Communication is a noun, okay? It's actually the process of imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium or media. Okay? Communication is just a noun. It's a process of imparting and exchanging knowledge and information. What I'm doing to you, right? I'm actually communicating with you guys. And then if you want to interact with me, you can write some comments. Then I can react to that as well. So we have that process. It's called communication. It's a two-way process. Or even more. That's called interactive communication. Okay, so as I have said, before I can explain about mass communications, I have to explain to you the SMCRE. I asked that one earlier, what is SMCRE? Model of communication. Okay, the S there stands for sender or the source of the message. S, letter S. The letter M is the message itself. Then the letter C is the channel. Okay, then letter R is the receiver or your audience. Okay, then letter E is the effect or the feedback. So SMCRE, model of communication, it stands for the sender, the message, the channel, receiver, and the effect or the feedback. I will give you a concrete example with that. For example, sender. I am the sender, right? Then the message is about these 5 levels of communication. Then what's my channel? Facebook is my channel, okay? Or the iPhone itself, or the internet is my channel. Then the receiver is actually you, my audience. While the effect is your feedback. If you learn something from me, then you can interact and you can write comments. That is the effect or the feedback. Another example, for example, sender, right? You know, Corina Sanchez is actually delivering the news, right? So Corina Sanchez is the sender or the source of the message. Then what is the headline? That is actually the message. Okay. Then channel, ABS-CBN. The receiver, you as the audience. And then the effect, your feedback from the news itself. So now you're getting it right, okay? Thank you, Mr. Adrian Venturina, for watching. I know you are also intelligent and smart. But, you know, if you are that smart, you have to share what you have in your mind, what you have in your brain. Because sharing is caring, caring is loving, and it's not being selfish. Okay? So now, we will jump into the 5 levels of communication. Okay, number 1. We have 5 levels of communication. One is called intrapersonal communication. Intra means it's a prefix, means within or inside. So intrapersonal communication is self-talk, talking to yourself. And guys, it's pretty normal. It's very, very normal to talk yourself, okay? Unless someone is watching you or looking at you, you're talking alone to yourself, then something like this person is schizophrenic or baliw or buang siya. But, when you are alone in your room, then you face the mirror, you're alone, you're talking like, Pete, you failed the subject, you failed the mathematics. So next time, you should try to be better, try to study harder, try to be better, try to be good. That is intrapersonal communication. It's pretty normal. Self-talk is normal. When you're buying a dress and inside the dressing room, you try the gown or shirt or whatever, you would say like, this is very fit, or this one is very tight, this one is very loose. The color is not nice, but then sometimes when you're wearing makeup, this makeup is very good. The lipstick is so beautiful. It makes me more beautiful, more pretty. So that is self-talk, and that is normal. When you are fighting, when you have a fight with someone and then you're just being passive and not fighting back, then when you go back home, you will say to the mirror, in front of the mirror, you will say like, why I'm like not fighting back? I should have fight back. I should have fought back. I should have tell something, express myself, express my mind. That is called intrapersonal communication. You are communicating within you, inside you, and it is self-talk, and that is normal. Okay? It's pretty normal. Self-talk is normal. Number 2, interpersonal communication. What is that? Inter means, it's a prefix, means between or among. That is actually communicating with your friends, with your parents. Normal communication. Interpersonal communication. Normal communication every day with your friends, with your workmates, with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family members. That's called interpersonal communication. A communication between friends, among your circle of friends. The number 3 level of communication is called public speaking. Okay, best example is that for election, then the mayor or governor or congressman or the president is actually having a speech with all the audience. That is public speaking. Okay, then number 4, it is actually called mass communications. But before that, I have to define what mass communication is. Okay, guys, mass communication is the study of how people exchange information through the use of mass media, most importantly the RTV print, radio, television, and print, the newspaper, to a large scale segments of the population at the same time. In other words, mass communication refers to the imparting and exchanging of information on a large scale to a wide range of people. Okay, now you know what mass communication is. But before we will tackle mass communications like that, we have to define what is communication versus communications. Okay, because I have had a mentor friend. I asked her like, what is communication versus communications, and she said, according to Google, it's actually just a plural of communication, and communications is plural of communication. I said, yeah, correct, but a little bit not enough. It's correct, but not enough. You know why? Communication versus communications. Communications, it refers to the creative writing, like writing a book, writing a magazine, writing a novel. It's fictional. Communication is fictional. Communication without S is creative writing, like a poem, like a novel, like certain books. While communications with an S, it pertains to news writing or journalism. Are you with me? Are you with me, guys? Okay, communication refers to creative writing, while communications refers to news writing or journalism. Okay, for Filipinos, mass communication is pretty normal because we have a lot of TV networks. We have ABS-CBN, GMA, we have PTV4, CNN, and even cable TV, cable corporations, cable news organizations, okay? That is what mass communications is. Again, mass communication is the study of how people exchanging information through the use of mass media, particularly radio, television, and print or print journalism, newspaper, to a large scale segments of the population at the same time. Now, the last level of communication is computer technology. And computer technology, it refers to the following: social media, your Facebook, your Snapchat, your Instagram, your Twitter, okay? The use of internet, the use of your smartphone, the use of telephone, the use of fax. Those are the best examples for computer technology. And you know, technology is either bad or good. It's actually also a neutral thing. Computer technology is something like money, something like water. Water can give us life, but if there's a flood, tsunami, or tidal wave, then water can kill you. Same thing with money. If the money is with the good people, then money is good. If the money is with the terrorists or bad people, then money is bad. Okay? Don't you say that money is bad, because money is a neutral thing. Anyway, don't you know why I like teaching? Well, it's in our blood, because all of my aunts and uncles to my father's side, they are all educators. They are all teachers. Even my mom, and I have siblings who are teachers as well. That's why I love teaching you. But it's actually modern way of teaching, because I am not using the four corners of the wall. Instead, I am using the internet so that I can teach people all over the world. Isn't that exciting, guys? I have this audience or students with different levels of thinking, different levels of IQ and EQ. Okay? Thank you, Miss Marie Gila, for watching. And one more thing, when I was in college, if my professor, shout out to my professor, a doctor, no other than Dr. Ceciliani Jose Cruz, when she's actually like lazy, because that time he was already old, around 76 that time. But he said, Pete, I'm not in the mood to teach this is the chapter, so just discuss this one to your classmates. So you know what, I'm very happy, like I'm like a teacher, teaching them and giving them assignments, but in fact we're just same level, like they are my classmates. Even if you ask my classmates in college, they know that I have some subjects in mass communications that I am the one teaching them. Most especially when my professors are actually having laziness or they're not in the mood to teach. So I have to substitute to teach to them. And teaching is in my blood, and I am inspired to teach you guys. Okay? Because teaching is the noblest, the most noble profession. You are actually imparting, and then you're passing on your knowledge, and eventually that knowledge become wisdom. Okay? Guys, I hope you learned something from tonight, but before I have to go, I have to endorse again. I am actually endorsing my company. It's SMDC. Okay, we still have a lot of properties, existing properties that we are selling. Most especially, we are pushing to sell the Bloom Residences in Sucat, Parañaque, the Red Residences in Makati, and Hope Residences in Rizal. So with SMDC Lane Residences in Davao City, only 7,200 pesos per month. Then you will get your condo unit already. Guys, I hope you learned something from tonight, and as I have said, if you like me, I love you more, I love you most. But if you don't like me, then that's your problem. Okay, and also Leaf Residences in Susana Heights. Shout out to my my top seller in SMDC in my team, no other than Miss Lorna Castillo. Now she is based in Taiwan, and she's very good in sales. Why? Because everybody, guys, is selling. Not particularly selling with money, with product, but you are selling with ideas. You are selling with services. You are selling yourself to your family, to your friends. Thus, everybody is selling. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching, and then I hope to see you again tomorrow or next few nights. I have more exciting and more informative and very educational topics. I told you I have more than 300 topics and I love doing this. I have to go now. Bye bye. God bless you. Be blessed to bless others, grow and give, and then think and grow rich. Then last one, the secret of living is giving. Bye bye. Thank you.